This joint address to Congress, Larry, is historic. Normally, you would have a State of the Union. The president would come in really on or about the end of the first year of his term. But I invited him this early because there is so much to report. President Trump is having an historic second term, and he's done so much in the less than 45 days that it would take him 3 hours to just go through all of the wins and all the victories and the things that he's achieved so far. So I hope the Democrats don't try to disrupt that, because the American people back home are applauding it, and we are here as well in the House Republican Conference.
We're so excited. It's a big day and it's a big night for President Trump. And we know he's going to give a fantastic speech. The theme is the renewal of the American dream. And the renewal of the American dream is underway already. Look at all that President Trump has accomplished in his first month as president. He's going to highlight some of those accomplishments. He's also going to talk about his plans to fix the economic mess that was created and left for him by Joe Biden in his administration. He's going to dive into foreign policy, talk about his intention to end the war in Ukraine, talk about his plan to bring all of the hostages out of Gaza home. And he's also going to make an ask of Congress tonight. We need more border funding to continue with these deportations that have been incredibly successful because of the efforts of this administration, but we need more resources.
Flock to our state and investment to Florida surge. We continue to set tourism records. 2024 saw more than 142 million visitors come to the state of Florida. This includes 3.3 million visitors from Canada. That's not much of a boycott in my book. Maybe they wanted to get a glimpse of what a Stanley Cup winning hockey team actually looks like.
Right. Joe Biden gave us stagflation. He gave us the Green New Deal. He wasted so much money, and Congress hasn't rolled that back yet. Elon is doing his work, but until Congress passes the law that changes the budgetary authorities, then the money that Elon is finding that we shouldn't be spending is just sitting in the bank account for some cabinet agency. And President Trump knows that the way to stop inflation is to stop wasteful government spending and to have supply-side tax cuts.
You had these NGOs, several of which didn't even exist before this pot of money emerged. They designed this program to distribute the $20 billion to limit the government's oversight, tying the hands behind the back of the EPA. So if you asked me where all this money is going, I actually don't know. And it was designed that way. When you look at a system that has $20 billion go through 8 pass-throughs, which in many cases go to many other pass-throughs, the American taxpayer is already going to decide out of the gate, this isn't enough oversight. This should be reviewed. We want to know about self-dealing and conflicts of interest. We want to reestablish oversight that doesn't exist now. And they want to know what are our options at this point. So I've been working closely with the Justice Department. They've been investigating. There's currently a freeze on the funding at the bank. We've been working with the Department of Treasury. Had a call last night.
On all $27 billion a freeze, or has some of it already gone out?
So the money that went to the bank, that was $20 billion of it. Almost all of that money is still at the bank.